Top stories for today consist of Pokemon Go still being one of the most profitable games on the mobile market, as well as the truth about gaming addiction, and a developer fired after attacking a community. Actually, 2 developers fired. All in today's episode of News You Missed, the video game news show that recaps what happened in the video game industry that might be important to you and the video game industry at large. I'm your host, Protomario, and we're going to be jumping into the news right after this. Over on my Patreon, you still have several days left to contribute and support this channel, as well as earn several prizes if that's something you're very interested in. I wanted to mention that because a lot of people seem to think that I've stopped doing giveaways. I still do the Nintendo Switch giveaway, and all you have to do is to be entered in for that is to subscribe here and leave a comment on my videos. But over on Patreon, there are prize tiers with various levels of what I give away, so if you're interested in getting into those, go ahead and jump into that. I declare winners every 15th of each month, and every 15th of each month the prizes are cycled out and changed, except for the Nintendo Switch, which is always going to be given away here on YouTube. Now, without further ado, let's jump into the news. Today's news stories are going to be kicking off with Pokemon Go making over $1,800,000,000 in player spending, and it's still making $70 million per month. So, I absolutely can't stand when people say, yeah, Pokemon Go is still a thing? Oh my god, like, bro, they're making $70 million a month. Of course it's still a thing. Good lord, if they were making $100,000 a month, it would probably still be a thing. Think about the costs for Pokemon Go right now. Seriously, what is driving that game? What would the cost be? Would it be anywhere even remotely near $10,000 per month? Seriously, a handful of developers to ensure everything goes good with it, and the rest is just straight profits for the licenses, for Nintendo, for Niantic, as well as Game Freak. Man, everybody is rolling in money. They're probably taking baths with money right now because of Pokemon Go. So for anyone out there who thinks Pokemon Go is dead, well, I guess you haven't seen the news. And that's why you should be subscribed to me, because this is the news you missed. So if you missed this news, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The people who invested in, own, are partaking in Pokemon Go, they're rich. So Summer Style Pikachu has also been added to Pokemon Go, as well as a Celebi questline coming soon. So hey, if you guys didn't know, there's a Summer Style Pikachu. He's got glasses on and a little bit of a hat on, and if you evolve him, he turns into a Raichu. I actually caught many of these while I've been out and about, and I've also been able to get a Raichu, so it has been long for me. This is going to last around the world until July 31st, as well as Pikachu-related aesthetic items in the trainer store that it's going to be on sale. So if you guys are very, very interested, you guys can check into that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff there, Pikachu ears, shirts, things like that, so there you go. As also mentioned, there's going to be special research tasks coming up in March for players to begin finding Mew, but not only that, as well as Celebi. So if you guys were interested in catching Celebi, hey, there you go. That's going to be pretty cool. Celebi, legendary grass psychic Pokemon from Generation 2, if you guys don't know it. That's pretty cool, and I can't wait to jump into that. So Octopath Traveler is nothing like Final Fantasy VI. A lot of people were making the comparison that Octopath Traveler is like a lot of games. I think the art style is very, very reflective and reminiscent of Golden Sun. I think the adventure stylings is very reflective and reminiscent of Final Fantasy games mixed with other RPGs. But to say the least, I guess it's not like Final Fantasy VI. And the person who's writing this, talking about this, spent 20 hours with the game that's supposed to be coming out next Friday. And they said it's more like a saga game. If you've never played a saga game, you don't know what he's talking about, but you can obviously look up gameplay for games that have saga in the name. You'll know and get a grip of exactly what he's talking about. You can read through the article if you're interested, but if you don't want any spoilers, I would suggest avoiding it. Just know that it's not like Final Fantasy, rather something different. The biggest thing that he had to say about Octopath Traveler is that the weirdest thing is each individual character have their own paths. So there's 8 characters, but they don't interact with each other that much. And so that's, I guess, the low point of this game. We'll see when it comes out. I'll definitely have a review of the game, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that video. Tell me, are you excited for Octopath Traveler? Let me know in the comments down below. The truth about video game addiction. I don't have much else to say about this. I mean, there's literally there's a lot. of a lot of information here. You can read through this article. Look, the truth of video game addiction is that there's definitely a fine line between being addicted to something and not being able to stop yourself from playing, and not being addicted to something, but just really, it's your hobby, it's your passion, you love it. I've said it before, you would never say that an artist is addicted to their art. That's insane. Oh, you're a painter, you paint all the time, you spend 8 hours a day painting, pfft, you're an addict, you're addicted to painting. That's crazy. This is insane that people are saying, oh, because you spend a lot of time playing video games, you're addicted to video games. No, it's more of, you know, you're shirking your duties, you don't go to work anymore, you miss out on family time. There's definitely telltale signs for you being addicted. I've covered this before extensively in several videos, but there you go. If you need another article to read into to see some sides of this, go ahead and check it out. So there's also a new mysterious anchor in Fortnite, which might allude to the possibility of us being able to get some water battles, maybe some ships. That would be pretty cool. Maybe the Navy. Woo! SpongeBob reference, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, there's not much information on this other than just a bunch of speculation right now. But yeah, if you're interested, there's a giant anchor in Fortnite. And also a giant cheeseburger disappeared from the map on Fortnite and reappeared in real life desert. So, you know, there's a cheeseburger with eyeballs in the desert. I mean, Fortnite! Woo! Fortnite! So finally, I wanted to conclude on this big story. Guild Wars 2. Writers fired for calling out fan on Twitter. Calling out wouldn't necessarily be the correct thing to state here. I know Kotaku's extremely biased for sexism. This is a young lady speaking out about what had happened. Okay, so the long and the short is that an individual had gotten into it with a developer on Twitter about story, design, things like that. The person took it very, very negatively, took the criticism very, very wrong, and lashed out at the fan. And it really gained a lot of steam because it's on Twitter. Now, there's a person who does these type of stories, news stories, called Young. Yeah, I've mentioned him several times, and he goes into a great extent about what happened here within this exchange between the developer. So before you go and read articles about it, I would strongly suggest you check out this video because it references all the tweets and the Twitter links and stuff like that. Now look, man, I'm just going to go ahead and cite one tweet right here. Sure, dude. Now get out of my fucking feed with your assumptions and your entitlement to my time. I mean, you know, when you go to work for a company and you're their employee, you represent the company, even your private Twitter feed, that is public, by the way, is a representation and a reflection of the company. So, most companies, when you go and work for them, they have a nice little clause in their employment that says, look, if you post some stupid shit on Twitter, we have the right to fire you because you represent the company. And a lot of people kind of ignore that and they say, oh, this is my private Twitter feed, I'm not going to attach nothing to it. Well, this individual was touting that they actually worked for Guild Wars. They said that they had announced that they would not stop doing what they did on social media, and the company had said, hey, that's okay. But this is a little bit too far for me personally. When you go out on a limb and you attack a fan with multiple tweets over different things because the fans are lashing out against you, it's insane. This is not YouTube. I'm a YouTuber. I don't represent anyone but myself, okay? So if I want to go out and lash at fans and make myself look really, really bad, I can do that because I won't be fired. Hey, Proto, I want you to come in and have a seat right here. What's the matter, Proto? No, actually, your performance is great. It's just you was lashing out at a fan, you know? So we're gonna have to go ahead and let you go. Proto, you're really doing this to me? Absolutely, Proto. We're doing it to you, man. You signed the clause, you knew better than lash out at a fan on Twitter, and you did it anyways. I'm stunned. I can't believe you're firing me. What you just witnessed was an exercise in insanity, ladies and gentlemen. Point stands that you can't do this stuff on Twitter. You cannot attack fans. You cannot lash out at fans, even if you call it your private account. If people know you're a developer, all you have to say is, I'm not a developer, I'm not affiliated with Guild Wars, and you can say whatever the hell you want. You could even probably have gotten away with it by stating, my opinions and my views do not reflect the opinions and the works of Guild Wars 2. You get what I'm saying? But you didn't do that, Jessica Price. Instead, you attacked a fan, and then another developer came to your aid and tried to grandstand for you. News articles are getting spun to make this some type of a sexist issue. '18, where you get fired for attacking fans and it turns into a sexism issue. I mean, what a shocker. This is from the same website that said which Mario Kart 64 character sounds the horniest. Every day we go further away from God. Why have you left us, God? Why have you left us? Yeah. So there you go. This is why I exist, by the way. This right here. Which Mario Kart 64 character sounds the horniest? I've done some pretty crazy Pokemon theories at the behest and request of people, but I can't say I've ever written an article about Mario Kart 64 characters being super horny. Mario Kart 64 and horny in the same sentence. Why am I even alive? That'll do it for this episode of News You Missed, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a big thumbs up. If you didn't, leave me a thumbs down and let me know what I can do better in the future. Please click that subscribe button. I'm on the road to 1 million subscribers, and let me come with you on that journey. I would love you to be there when I present the gold play button and tell you we did it. We did it. We don't have to bend to big news organizations. We don't have to take crap stories like this and biased opinions. Real gamers, together, united, Mavericks. The rebellion starts here, and it starts with you. So I'll see you guys in the next episode of News You Missed, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. As always, I'm going to take it over to the end card slate, and you can see some more videos you might be interested in watching. Now, I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. As always, good gaming, God bless, and thank you for taking time out to watch this video.